Morning everyone, welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. My name is Navin and today we are going to complete this series, last lab to IFT and SNAP. Logical reasoning part 2 is the topic for today. So in logical reasoning, the weightage of LR in IFT and SNAP is important, right? It's one of the sections. In IFT, it will account for nearly 15 to 20% of the total paper, while in the case of SNAP, it accounts for 1/3 of the entire paper, right? Yeah, good evening, Varun. कल के लिए मोटिवेशन चाहिए, तो मोटिवेशन यही है कि रॉकेट बन जाना एग्जाम में, आग लगी रहनी चाहिए, इतना तेज सॉल्व करो, बी वेरी क्विक एंड बी एक्यूरेट. क्वेश्चंस आर गोइंग टू बी वेरी इजी. सो एनमैट दिया है ना वरुण, तो एनमैट के लेवल या उससे आसान लेवल होगा. सो बी वेरी वेरी क्विक. Okay, so you know that the questions are easy. There is no misunderstanding that is going to happen. If you find a question to be difficult, उसमें skip करो, आगे बढ़ो, है ना? तो LR को बहुत seriously करना. English is also going to be easy, and so will be quant. LR is going to be relatively difficult because it's time consuming, right? So let's practice some questions. So this is the first question. So when the figure given below is folded to form a cube, then which face is opposite to the face that contains asterisk? So asterisk के opposite वाला face कौन सा होगा? So what do you think the answer should be? Yeah, good evening, Divya. Good evening, Varun. Divya, it's going to be easier or of the same level? So what will be the answer? So when you have a figure like this, ठीक है, जहाँ पे you have 3 squares here and then next 3 squares are adjacent to them, stuck like this, then the places where I'm writing A and A complement, B and B complement, and C and C complement, they are going to be opposite to each other. ठीक है? So going by this, at the rate symbol and ampersand symbol, they are going to be opposite to each other. The power symbol and the plus symbol, they are going to be opposite to each other. While the asterisk symbol and the percentage symbol, they are going to be opposite to each other. ये दोनों एक दूसरे के opposite होते हैं. C होना चाहिए आंसर. ठीक है? Okay. Find out the odd one in the following series. Which number do you think is a different one than the rest? For that, of course, we will have to first of all figure out what is the pattern in the series. The first thing we always do is we try to find out if there is if these are in an AP, if these are in GP, if these are in AGP, and then if it doesn't work out, then we think of miscellaneous types, right? कुछ और चल रहा होगा, odd, even, powers, as in exponential format, prime numbers, sum of digits, product of the digits, ऐसे ऐसे होगा. So what do you think the answer should be for this? क्या लग रहा है, क्या होना चाहिए आंसर? हाँ विरल, वो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन था, ये सेकंड क्वेश्चन है. So we have 79, then we have 95, then we have 109, then we have 119, then we have 130, we have 136, and we have 142. So they are not increasing drastically, so that means they should be having, you know, difference of consecutive terms. Check karte hain, right? 79 to 95, this is a jump of 16. 95 to 109, this is a jump of 14. 109 to 119, this is a jump of 10. 119 to 130, this is a jump of 11. 130 to 136, this is a jump of 6. and 136 to 142, this is a jump of another 6. Definitely not in AP, right? Even AP level 2, level 3 bhi nahi hai, because 16 to 14 is a change of 2, 14 to 10 there is a change of 4. Suppose even if that was a change of 2 instead of 10, if you write 12, so 12 to 11, that's a change of 1, decrease mein, or 11 to 6, that's a random change. We can't have more than one term which is going to be different. तो ये 16, 14, 10, 11, 6, 6 ये आ किधर से रहा है? कुछ तो होगा लॉजिक. So this is 79, right? So 79 में 16 add हो रहा है. What is this 16? This 16 is actually 7 plus 9. What is this 14? 14 is actually 9 plus 5. What is this 10? This 10 is actually 1 plus 0 plus 9. As in the number that we have, उसमें आगे कितना जाते हैं? We only move that much ahead, which is same as the sum of the digits of that number. Not digital sum, but sum of the digits. So 119, this sum of the digits is 1 plus 9, which is 11, right? So 130 में the addition should have been 1 plus 3 plus 0, यानी कि 4 का addition होना चाहिए था. So that this should have been 134. And if this was 134, the next addition automatically will become 1 plus 3 plus 4, which is going to be 8. 134 plus 8 should have given us 142. So the problem lies in this number 136. So every number is equal to the previous number plus some of those digits. So the problem is in 136. So that is going to be our answer. Right? Okay. Next question. In a row of girls, Ananya is 5th from the left and Bhavna is 6th from the right end. When they exchange their positions, then Ananya becomes 13th from the left end. What will be Bhavna's position from the right end? I think this can be solved in 2 different ways. One will be the proper approach. Second is going to be a faster approach. Both are going to use the same logic, but your approach will decide how quickly you'll be able to solve this. So what do you guys think the answer is? Tulsi, every term was equal to the previous term plus sum of the digits. Okay, so let's see what the answer is. 5th from the left, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where Ananya is 5th from the left. And then we have certain number of people. And Bhavna is 6th from the right end. So that means there are 5 people to her right. Okay, so that says 6th from the right end. When they exchange their positions, as in when A reaches here, A becomes 13th from the left end. So 13th का मतलब हो गया 4 people तो थे. 13th position would mean there are 12 people to her left. 12 people to her left would mean 12 people to her left, herself, and then 5 people to her right. That means there are a total of 18 people in the queue. If there are total 18 people in the queue, then when B takes her position, and if she is at Ananya's previous position, what would be her position from the other end? Well, if she is 5th from left, then is she going to be 12th, 11th, 14th, 18th? कौन सा position होगा? दूसरे एंड से क्या लगता है? 14th होगा, right? So that there see, there are 4 people here. This is the 5th person, right? This is the 5th person from here. And there are total 18 people. So can we say there are 13 people to her right? Ananya ya B, Ananya's previous position or B's current position, they are the same thing. So if she has 13 people to her right, that means from the right hand side, her position is going to be 14th. B should be our answer, right? तो जो faster approach था वो ये था. So whenever such exchanges happen, for example, you have a question where A is here, whose position is M, and then there are certain number of people B, whose position is N. Okay, and if they exchange their positions such that A is at B's position, so A's mth position is from here, B's nth position is from here. Now A's pth position is from the other end, and if we need to find out if they have interchanged their position, तो B का position क्या होगा, right? So see, A was 5th and B was 6th from this end, right? And if A is 13th, A का ये 13th position था. So if you pick a particular position, तो उस position का left and right से जो values हैं positions का, उनका sum should be same as दूसरे person का right and left का sum. 13 plus 6 is going to be equal to 19, right? So what you are going to do is, can I say ki it's not about A and B. I'm saying this particular position, if it is qth from the other end, so can we say M plus Q should be equal to, if I look at B's position, yahan wala position, so this is nth from one end and it is pth from the other end. So that should be equal to n plus p. ये तो हमेशा होगा. Don't have to subtract anything. So looking at here, from the left end, this is 5th, 13th, 6th. तो एक position है जो 6th from the right है, 13th from the left है. तो 6 plus 13 should be same as 5th from the left end and what position from the right end. So what number shall I have here? Obviously 6 plus 13 is 19, 5 plus 14 is 19. Sorry, did I mark 11? 14 होगा ना? 14 from the right hand. ठीक है? So A is your answer. Next question. Pointing to a woman in the picture, Ramesh said, so this is blood relations ka question, right? She is the daughter of the woman who is the mother of the husband of my mother. Who is the lady to Ramesh? As in Ramesh is going to call this lady by which relationship? हाँ, I made a mistake. I saw that. वो गलती से 11 टिक हो गया. 14th बोला था पर 11 टिक हो गया. चलो जल्दी snap यही है. Question पढ़ रहे हैं, thinking about what is happening, quickly drawing if you are going to draw something, or if you have a joint family, if you stay in a joint family, if you're very close to your relatives, which I think hardly happens, तो जल्दी से आप बता सकोगे. You will be able to relate things quick, right? So we have a woman in the picture, right? So let's say this is the photograph. This is the woman, sorry. So let's say she is the woman. Okay. She is the daughter of the woman who is the mother of the husband of my mother. So Ramesh has a mother, has parents, mother, father, right? My mother's husband would mean Ramesh's father. Ramesh's father की माँ, her mom. So mother of the husband of my mother is same as saying mother of my father. So this is the lady we are dealing with. And who is this? How is this lady related to this woman in the picture? She is the daughter of this person. So can we say that Ramesh's father and this lady in the picture, they are siblings? तो फादर की सिस्टर को क्या बोलते हैं? फादर की सिस्टर को अपन बोलते हैं aunt, paternal aunt, right? So aunt is there in the option, you will go with aunt. Don't have to look for paternal aunt specifically unless and until the option had maternal aunt, paternal aunt. जब ऐसे आपको स्पेसिफाई करते हैं तब आप स्पेसिफिक देखते हो, नहीं तो इन जनरल यू आर सिंपली गोइंग टू से इट्स गोइंग टू बी ऑन्ट. प्रभात क्या गलती कर रहे हैं? ऑन्ट हो जाएगा ना, ठीक है. Encoding decoding का क्वेश्चन. In a code language, SICK, SICK is written as JBHR. How will cure be written in the same language? So there is something happening, some encoding is happening, some change in the sequence of the letters is happening when we write SICK as JBHR. We need to figure out that encoding, और cure को भी वैसे ही fill out करना है. If you look at the options, it looks like A और B में से कोई एक आंसर होना चाहिए, राइट? हाँ, बुआ, फूफा, फूफी, यही सब अलग अलग नाम है. So, how do you solve questions on encoding and decoding? सबसे पहला चीज, the moment you get your rough sheet and the exam starts, you are going to write down all the English letters, right? So English letters as in 26 letters. So you will write down A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M तक बस. N नहीं लिखोगे बाजू में. These are 13 letters. Count it. A to M is 13 letters. AM, AM, PM वाला AM. And then you will write down N, O, P, Q, R in the reverse order, not in the same sequence. This will help you figure out any combination that is possible when it comes to encoding, decoding. Now what you will do is, you will look at the words S, I, C and K, right? So S को represent किया गया है J से या R से. I को represent किया गया है B से या H से. So why am I saying the first letter or the last letter? Because sometimes reverse happens. So S is SICK. If I take this as J and this as B, so S and J should be in the same way related as I and B should be. Are they? Let's check. So S से J पीछे अगर जाना है, we'll have to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the 9th letter in the reverse order. From J to B, it should again be 9th or 8th, ऐसा कुछ. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. ये 8 कम हो रहा है. That means C to H should be 7 letters behind, but C to H is actually in the front. It's not backwards. And if you go backwards, it will be a lot. So JBHR is not the same sequence, right? Ulta लिख लो. If I write it in the reverse order, as in R, H, B and J, this becomes very, very clear. You are reducing by 1 in every case. S से एक पीछे, I से एक पीछे, C से एक पीछे and K से एक पीछे. Right? So there are two steps in which you are going to get the answer. So first of all, you are going to take the word, you are going to reverse it. And then you are going to move 1 back for every letter. Or you can move back first and then reverse it. See, when you have more than one arrangement happening, it doesn't, when it comes to letters of English. So when more than 2 arrangements are happening or 2 arrangements are happening, which comes first doesn't matter. तो आप reverse करो, फिर -1 करो हर letter को, या पहले -1 करो फिर reverse करो. Answer वही रहने वाला होता है. ठीक है? That doesn't change. So if we have the word cure, तो C का एक पीछे जाएंगे, so we are going to have B. द मोमेंट आई डू वन पर्टिकुलर चेंज, फिर ये बी किधर जाएगा, रिवर्स में उल्टा चला जाएगा। अब ऑप्शन सीधे चेक करो, यहां पर आप बहुत टाइम सॉल्व कर सकते हो, सेव कर सकते हो, राइट। Look at the options where you have B, Bravo as the last letter. So there is only one option, right? The answer. I believe that's what must have crossed your mind. हाँ हर्ष, स्नैप और IIFT दोनों क्या है? दोनों में ही आते हैं, not all the types, but majorly सारे। Encoding, decoding, right? When a machine is given an input which includes a sequence of numbers, the output received is arranged in a particular manner, in a particular format. Given below is an illustration of input along with the steps followed to get its output. So input are these numbers. So what you do is you look at your input and you look at the, then you look at the output. ठीक है, आप बीच वाले स्टेप्स नहीं देखते हो। इनिशियली यू डोंट लुक एट द स्टेप्स, यू ओनली लुक एट द इनपुट एंड आउटपुट, एज इन रॉ मटेरियल देखते हो और फिनिश्ड गुड्स देखते हो, एंड यू ट्राई टू सी दैट रॉ मटेरियल, whatever raw material is there, do you see the same finished goods? So this is the first step you do very quickly. What I'm trying to say is the numbers that you see here, 153, 231, 367, 441, क्या आपको सेम वही नंबर्स लास्ट में भी दिख रहे हैं? 441 यस, 621 यस, 231 बिल्कुल, 786 बिल्कुल, 580, so we have the same numbers. That means there is no calculation happening, it's only the arrangement happening. If the fourth step would have given us completely new numbers, तो हम लोग बोलते बीच में कुछ कैलकुलेशन हो रहा होगा, स्क्वायर होता होगा, हाफ होता होगा, स्क्वायर रूट होता होगा, कुछ तो होता होगा. So there only the arrangement is happening, the sorting happens. So what is the order of the sort? Right now the numbers are in random orders, right? So what we see is 786 comes in the first and then we have 153 at the end. मतलब ये दोनों इंटरचेंज हो गए. अच्छा, केवल ये दोनों इंटरचेंज हुए. 621 remains as such, 589, 441. Even the second and third, they got interchanged. So first and last will interchange and then second, third gets interchanged. Right? Then what happens? The first and second, they interchange. The third and fourth interchange. And then the last two interchange. So is there any pattern? नहीं, कुछ भी चल रहा है इधर. ठीक है, so we will not try to learn and remember the steps. We were just trying to figure out, was it a simple one so that we can follow the process, or is it like it's some random changes happening, right? सबसे बड़ा नंबर पहले था, उसको फिर बीच में ले गए जबरदस्ती. The smallest number was at the end, so it was already kind of sorted, चल रहा था. Suddenly there is a change. So these are random changes happening. So straight away now go to the question, because for every number we will have to see where they are changing, right? So if the input given to the machine is this, then what is the fourth number in step 3? So as simple as this, because it's not about sorting, है ना? पहला और last वाला change है, second and second last वाला change है. So can I say here that fourth number in step 3 is going to be the second number जो हमारा input में था? Think about this. Or do I have to follow all these steps and follow the process? मेरे को सारे स्टेप्स करने चाहिए एग्जैक्टली वही, या फिर मेरे को सीधे देख के पता चल जाएगा? जस्ट यू नो कॉपी पेस्टिंग कि पहला नंबर ये है तो ये इधर पहुंचता है, सेकंड इधर इधर पहुंचता है, या सारे स्टेप्स करने चाहिए? बिकॉज द चेंज इन द नंबर्स दीज आर रैंडम, सॉर्टिंग नहीं हो रहा है. ऑड इवन प्राइम वगैरह परफेक्ट स्क्वायर ये सब कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, because I can see a perfect square which is at least one perfect square which is 441, right? So what do you think the answer should be? क्या करना चाहिए? 73 straightforward. ये आपका स्टेप 3 का फोर्थ नंबर वही होगा जो स्टार्टिंग का सेकंड होगा. सो स्टार्टिंग का जो सेकंड है वही हो जाएगा. That's the reason why you should follow a certain sequence of steps. हर क्वेश्चन के लिए अलग अलग स्टेप्स नहीं. So a very straightforward approach, right? Look at only input output. Don't look at this which के numbers confuse मत करो. Don't waste your time. Same numbers, so sorting, some arrangement happening, some movement happening. New numbers in the output means some calculation happening. Okay. In this example, same numbers, so some arrangement happening. Then you follow the arrangement normally. Either they will be sorted in terms of their values, their magnitude, or maybe odd even alternate चल रहा होगा, maybe prime numbers initially and non-prime numbers later on. Some sorting will happen, or worst case कुछ नहीं, किसी को भी कहीं से उठाया कहीं भी रखा. Now when that is happening, sorting is not happening, so it doesn't matter what numbers I'm going to put. It's all about A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H to be moved along. So उसमें आपको कुछ करना ही नहीं है, बीच वाले स्टेप्स का कोई लॉजिक नहीं इस क्वेश्चन में, right? Okay, next question. This looks like a question on clocks and calendars. as in एक टॉपिक है, calendars का क्वेश्चन है. If 10th February is a Sunday in 2019, then which day was 3rd March 2014? हाँ देवू, I also hope कि इस तरह का सेट आ जाए. Can be time consuming sometimes if we don't able to understand. हाँ Varun, you should not give more than a minute to do hit and trial, and you should not live in like 10 seconds में नहीं छोड़ना. नहीं समझ आ रहा, give yourself max 1 minute. Because the questions you will be able to figure out the pattern or the sequence that is happening, you will be able to understand in 30 seconds. पर जो नहीं हो रहा उसको टाइम दे दो आप, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. So it's all about speed and accuracy, है ना? तो बहुत क्वेश्चंस होंगे जो छोड़ने पड़ेंगे आपको. So 45 seconds to 1 minute, I believe you should be spending if you're stuck, not more than that. So what should be the answer for this? Sumit has answered. Sumit says Monday, B. I believe we did a similar question when we had LR1. Same, last lab to SNAP and IFT में करा था हमने. When you are given a particular date and the day of the date asked is in the past, there are two ways to solve this. Future में तो एक straightforward method है. Vice versa, there are two approaches, right? So completely your choice which approach you would like to pick, you would like to start with. So it's given that 10th of February 2019, this is a Sunday. So what we have to go is go to the previous year 2018, go to the previous year 2017, previous year 2016, previous year 2015, previous year 2014. So 10th Feb तक तो हम यहाँ तक जाएंगे. And while we are moving, we are not going to check the leap year. We are rather going to check, we are not going to straight away look at the year. We are going to look at the date as well. So 10th February, it's a 10th February 2018. When we move, there is no February of 29 days. So it will remain a day back Saturday. Previous day mein, it will remain a day back Friday. Previous year mein, it will change by 2 days. I believe you guys will understand. It's going to be Wednesday. And previous year mein, it's going to be Tuesday. Previous year mein, it's going to be Monday. I hope there is no doubt so far. Right? Non-leap year में there is a change of 1 day. Leap year में February वाला जब भी आएगा तो 2 days का change करोगे. Okay, now we are at 10th February 2014 and we are at Monday. Now, how many days do we need to move if we want to go to 3rd of March, same year? So जितने days हैं उसके odd days calculate करने वाले, right? So February 2014 will have 28 days, out of which 10 days are already done. So we're left with 18 more days. And then 3rd of March would mean 3 more days, which is 21 days. And 21 days simply means 0 odd days. And if you have 0 odd days, that means the day is not going to change. It will stay the same. So Monday. So year wise, we moved backwards. date wise we had to move 21 days or 3 weeks ahead. You will never include the date that you're starting with. You will always include the date that you end up at. Right? Bajaj ji, the other approach is, आप क्या करोगे? You will assume that 3rd of March is a particular day. कौन सा? आपके ऊपर है. मेरे को मन कर रहा है इधर को संडे रखने का. If 3rd March is Sunday, then what will be 10th February? So I will go to 10th of February and try to find out which day it is. So from 3rd of March to 10th of February, if I want to go, तो 3rd March से 2 दिन पहले March will over. 3rd March मतलब आज का डेट नहीं करोगे, previous. So 1st March, 2nd March, 2 days उधर, and 28th February to 10th February. 10th February is included. So that is a total of 9 days. Not 19, 19 days. ठीक है? So 19 plus 9 is 28, right? So 19 plus 2, 21 days behind जा रहे. 21 days behind जा रहे हो तो ये क्या रहेगा? Sunday ही रहेगा. Now this is year 2014, right? So 2015 में क्या हो जाएगा? This will change to Monday. 2016 में क्या हो जाएगा? This will change to Tuesday. 2017 में क्या हो जाएगा? This is going to change to Wednesday, Thursday. 18 में this is going to change to Friday, and 19 में it is going to change to Saturday. Now this is nothing but 10th of February 2019 है ना? Saturday आया. Now what you are going to do is you are going to compare कि if I started with Sunday, this was a Saturday. तो can I say ये जो डेट का रिलेशन है, ये consecutive days आ रहे हैं इधर को, +1 और -1 depending upon from which point you are checking. If you are taking 3rd March as the reference point, so 10th February is going to be 1 day behind it. And if you are taking 10th February as the reference point, then 3rd March is going to be 1 day ahead of it. Using that referential logic, you can say कि 10th February अगर Sunday है, मतलब अगर मैंने इसको Sunday कर दिया 10th February 2019 को, तो ये Sunday Monday हो जाना चाहिए. Because it's a cycle. It's all referential. So if this is Sunday, the 3rd March 2014 is going to be Monday. Right? Anushka, you shouldn't know how to calculate a particular date's day. अगर वो भी recent years में है, in the last 10, 15, 20 years, solve it normally. पर randomly 1746 का 5th March क्या था? Leave those questions. Because the easiest way to solve it will take you 2.5 minutes to solve. सबसे fast method है ना, उसमें भी इतना time लगेगा. And if you make one silly mistake, पूरा आंसर गलत हो जाएगा. So even though it's interesting to learn how to calculate it, if ever you come across such a question in the exam, छोड़ दो. ठीक है? तुक्का मार के नहीं छोड़ना, ऐसे ही छोड़ देना. Okay, Shitesh, I hope this is clear. Meet, I hope it is now clear. Backwards से शुरू करके फ्यूचर में कैसे जाते हैं, आप कुछ भी assume कर लोगे. ये assumption था, completely आपके ऊपर है, क्या लेना चाहते हो, your choice. I could have started with Tuesday, कोई दिक्कत नहीं था. Okay, next question. Arrangement in a row. 7 friends A, B, C, S, U, V, Z are sitting in a row facing south. नीचे की तरफ, मतलब left is opposite, right is opposite to of yours. So V is sitting immediate right. There are exactly 4 people. ये वो In how many ways can the 7th friend sit in a row? So means you don't have to only find out whatever you can figure out the specific positions. You have to also find out कितने cases बनेंगे. Go ahead, try. How many leap years in a range of years? Dev, it all matters, right? कहाँ से कहाँ तक का पूछ रहे हो? कुछ फिक्स तो होता नहीं है. If you are asking 10 years, अलग आंसर है. 100 अलग आंसर है. 400 a standard answer. 400 years का standard होता है. That repeats. So there are 2 parts. When you are learning a concept, one thing. when you are solving questions related to that concept, that's a different thing. And actually this subsequent thing is, हमने करे तो बहुत क्वेश्चंस, पर एग्जाम में आते कौन से हैं, और जो आते हैं उसमें से करने के लायक क्या है. So if I look at calendars, there are tons of different types of questions. Tons of different मतलब unlimited नहीं है, there are somewhat limited types of questions, पर varieties तो हैं. Out of those, how many should we actually solve when it comes in the exam? All the types of questions, as long as the gap between the two dates is not a lot, as in 100-150 साल का gap है तो भाई रहने दो. हाँ, more than 400 तो आप कर सकते हो. And the second is if the random date is given and the day is asked. ये दो questions तो हमेशा छोड़ने वाले. Doesn't matter how much you practice, you will have to leave those. So what you learn in your life, it's not necessarily everything you're going to apply. I'm not talking about LR, I'm not talking about quant, I'm talking about anything that you learn in life. Suppose आप कल को चाय बनाना सीख लिया, पर चाय पसंद ही नहीं है पीना, कभी लाइफ में शायद बनाओगे भी नहीं, शादी के बाद ही बनाओगे, वो भी खुद के लिए नहीं, है ना. हाँ सुमित, क्लॉक्स में फास्ट एंड स्लो वाले क्वेश्चंस भी देख के, if it's a simple multiple of 6 or 6 का multiple वाला hours है, it's easy, right? But if it is given that a clock loses or gains certain minutes every hour or every 7 hours, तो वो ratios and fractions में काम करना becomes little difficult. Then we skip those questions. So fast and slow, these are not skippable questions. It depends on what kind of number is given. कई बार क्या होता है, we know that a clock is fast or standard time given, so we know that the fast clock will have a time more than this, more than the given, तो उससे solve कर लिया तो हो गया. पर ऐसा नहीं कि fast and slow के पूरे concept खत्म कर दिया. So depending upon the values given, we decide should we go ahead and solve or not. दिख रहा है कि difficult दिख रहा है, they are given in minutes, 4 hour 38 minutes करके, तो दूसरे घड़ी में क्या होगा, छोड़ दो ना, 38 minutes का फास्ट स्लो चेक करना होगा, राइट. हाँ जी. सो व्हाट डू यू गाइस थिंक द आंसर इज? पीपल आर सेइंग ब्रावो चार्ली, ब्रावो, ब्रावो पे ज्यादा लोगों का आंसर है. ब्रावो एज इन 2 ways and Charlie would mean 3 ways. Should I wait for other answers? और हो सकते हैं. चेक करते हैं, लेट्स सी. 7 फ्रेंड्स, बैठाते हैं उन्हें. Now, are they facing south? Should we actually go and stand along with them and then check? और इसको south मान लेते हैं. Let's assume that this is south. What shall we do? It depends on the language. If everything is about इसका left उसका right, तो ये साउथ है, ये साउथ है, ये साउथ है, फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता भाई, है ना. बट इफ द स्टेटमेंट इज थर्ड फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट फ्रॉम द एंड पॉइंट, सेकेंड फ्रॉम द एंड पॉइंट, देन इट मैटर्स विच डायरेक्शन इज साउथ. सो द लैंग्वेज विल डिसाइड कि अपन उसको नीचे करके देखे, जैसे आप लोग देखते हो, मैं भी देखता हूं, या फिर इसको साउथ कहीं भी रख लो, बिकॉज इट्स ऑलवेज इजियर इफ एवरीबडी इज फेसिंग अपवर्ड्स, विच मीन्स इट्स फ्रॉम आवर पर्सपेक्टिव, राइट. So Vikas sits to the immediate right. They are sitting next to each other. Bhanu sits second to the left of Zinat. तो ये साउथ वॉथ को तो लोचा ही नहीं है, मतलब कहीं भी रख लो, you'll get the same sequence, right? तो ये साउथ आप छोड़ दो, ये बस डराने के लिए था, मतलब कोई काम का नहीं है. Now Vikas sits to the immediate right of Uves. No idea where to put. There are exactly 4 people sitting between Uves and Zinat. No idea. Charvi and Vikas are sitting next to each other. No idea. Bhanu sits second to the left of Zinat. No idea. How many ways can these 7 friends sit in a row? Idea लगाना पड़ेगा. In the worst possible case, there are going to be 4 possibilities. Best possible case एक ही होगा. देखो 3 cases तो एक कम chance है, नहीं? Because if you are going to change the position of 2 people, तो 2 होंगे, 3 लोगों का चेंज करोगे तो 8 केसेस हो जाते हैं, अनलेस एंड अनटिल इन 3 का आपस का है अरेंजमेंट, तो 6 भी हो सकते हैं. So 3 का चांस कम है. So the answer is going to be either alpha, bravo or delta. So let's see. Vikas sits to the immediate right of Uves. So Uves इधर बैठा है, विकास इसके बाजू में. So I'm going to put them in a bracket so that from my understanding, what coding language I use, when I put a bracket, it means they are right next to each other. If I don't put a bracket, मतलब थोड़ा छोड़ के भी हो सकता है. ठीक है? So we're done with this. There are exactly 4 people sitting between Uves and Jinath. So we have Uves and Jinath either में होंगे, and there are exactly 4 people sitting between them, or we can have Jinath and 4 people and then we can have Uves. Okay. C and V are sitting next to each other. So we can have C and V like this, or I can have V and C like this. ये 3 points मिले अभी तक. Bhanu sits second to the left of Zenith. So if Zenith is over here, एक छोड़ के भानु इधर है, right? Okay. So if we know this and there are already 4, 5, 6 people over here, and if I club these two, तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. If I club these two, तो दिक्कत हो जाएगी, right? Because नहीं, तब भी दिक्कत जरूरी नहीं होगी. Okay, so let's start with this scenario first. इधर वाले से शुरू करते हैं. So I'm going to put Z, 1, 2, 3, 4 people here, then a U, then a V. This is fixed. Okay, there will be a problem, right? Because B dot Z will not happen here. तो ये तो गया. This will not happen. Okay, now if I look at this, we have U, then we have a V, then we have 3 dots and a Z, Z dot and a B. V and C, they are neighbors, so V and C इधर रख दिया. And what about A? A is nowhere mentioned, right? Okay. So if U starts from here, so we will have U, V, C, B, blank, Z. है ना? So there are 2 people missing. One is A is missing and another is S is missing. So we can have A and S over here as 2 possibilities, AS or SA. ये एक हो गया. What if U doesn't start from the leftmost end? What if U starts from here? U, V, C, B, blank and Z. When this happens, then we can have A over here and S over here, or we can have S over here and A over here. It feels pretty good to get the option which is the maximum value and we are confident about it. Suppose एक option 6 या 8 भी होता, तब अभी लगता कि यार दूसरा केस भी एक बार चेक कर ही लेते अच्छे से, right? D was 4. अच्छा, so 4 तो है आंसर. It doesn't matter whether it is B or D. Let's take theta तो ले नहीं सकते, cat तो है नहीं. Okay, it's 4. So यानी कि पहले वाले में यहाँ पे गड़बड़ है. This should have been 4 and this should have been 2. Anyways, you guys answered the options as per the main question, no? ठीक है. So people who answered Bravo option 4 ways, there are 4 ways. 9th question on clocks. By how many degrees will the minute hand move in the time in which the hour hand moves by 12 degrees? Prasanna, I'll get in touch with you. Let's finish some questions. Very simple question. Very simple. Move in the time, as in time is constant. When time is constant, speed and distance, they are directly proportional. So, what is the answer? A, C, Alpha, Charlie. 4 people have answered Charlie. 1 person has answered Alpha. SNAP because 24-20 question attempting wrong. Analyze your mock score. That will help, I guess. Right, production engineer. I believe that is the case, as in because of the most probably it's not that he's attempting and he's making it wrong. वो Prasanna, I think you are making some guessworks. तुक्का मार रहे हो थोड़ा, क्योंकि इतने गलत तो नहीं होंगे, बहुत ज्यादा गलत है. For 6-7 marks you need those many wrong also, no? So don't do guessworks. Only solve those questions that you're confident about, otherwise leave it. ठीक है, let's solve this question. Hour hand and minute hand, what is the ratio of their speeds? क्या होता है? Hour hand when it takes 1 round, minute hand takes 12, right? Because when hour hand takes 1 round, 1 complete rotation, that's 12 hours. So that means minute hand is going to move the entire circle 12 times. So the ratio of their speeds is 1:12. So the ratio of their distances, now when we talk about circular distances, we mean degrees. Degrees को ना distance बोलते हैं circular में. When somebody says 10 degrees move किया है, that's 10 degrees को 10 meters consider कर लो आप in order to understand. So ratio भी 1:12 ही रहेगा. So if the hour hand moves 12 degrees, so how much should minute hand move? 12 times. Ratio है, right? 12 times 144. That's all you had to do, right? So 144 should be the answer. 4 boys X, Y, Z and W and 4 girls S, T, U and V are sitting around a circular table. 2 girls and 2 boys are not facing the center. Wow. Circular arrangement, bidirectional. No 3 girls are sitting together. Z is second to the left, vagara, 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 vagara. How many people are sitting between U and S counted clockwise from S? Go ahead, try this. Try this. Right, Shamik. नहीं 45 बहुत ज्यादा है भाई, इतना क्यों डरा रहे हो? 60 मार्क्स का एग्जाम है. कितने मार्क्स का एग्जाम है? कितने मार्क्स का एग्जाम है स्नैप का? 60 है ना? 40 चाहिए SIBM पुणे के लिए. 40 will fetch you 98 percentile के आसपास. 45 is a lot. 45 out of 60 समझ रहे हो मार्क्स? 75% मार्क्स है. इसका मतलब सारे अटेम्प्ट करने पड़ेंगे उसको, तब जाके कुछ गलतियां होंगी तो 45 पहुंचेगा वो. उतना नहीं चाहिए SIBM पुणे के लिए. 40 is good enough. 45 is like definitely you will get a very good percentile. 99 points सम आ जाएगा. पर SIBM पुणे के लिए 97 something 98 चाहिए होता है. आ जाता होता है. LR is my strong area, so should I start with LR section? Completely your choice, Nikita. मीत रेशियो का ये है ना कि रेशियो ऑफ Speed is directly proportional to distance whenever time is constant. Time is constant मतलब जब time same होता है दो लोगों के लिए. Time same होता है सभी के लिए, time तो same ही होता है. नहीं, क्वेश्चन के लैंग्वेज के हिसाब से इट मीन्स फॉर वॉट एवर ड्यूरेशन वन पर्सन इज मूविंग, फॉर द सेम ड्यूरेशन द अदर पर्सन शुड ऑल्सो मूव. सो ड्यूरेशन वो टाइम हो जाता है. सो इट इज गिवन नो बाय हाउ मेनी डिग्रीज विल द मिनट हैंड मूव इन द टाइम, मतलब जितने देर मिनट हैंड मूव कर रहा है उतने ही देर में आवर हैंड का ढूंढना है. सो मिनट हैंड का जो इतना टाइम लगा, जो भी वॉट एवर दैट इज, सेम टाइम इज गोइंग टू बी ट्रू फॉर आवर हैंड ऑल्सो. So once we understand this, we can conclude this. And when we say proportional, directly proportional, इसका मतलब होता है कि वन नंबर जितना टाइम्स होगा दूसरे नंबर के, थर्ड नंबर उतना ही टाइम्स होगा फोर्थ नंबर के भी, या वाइस वर्सा. ठीक है, बट इट शुड बी फ्रॉम द सेम साइड. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि मिनट हैंड इज 12 टाइम्स ऑफ आवर हैंड तो डिस्टेंस में उल्टा कर दो, वो नहीं होता. डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल मीन्स फ्रॉम द सेम साइड. सो आवर हैंड का स्पीड होता है 0.5 डिग्रीज पर मिनट, मिनट हैंड का स्पीड होता है 6 डिग्रीज पर मिनट, इफ यू रिमेंबर दोज वैल्यूज. तो 0.5 डिग्रीज पर मिनट एंड 6 डिग्रीज पर मिनट का रेशियो होता कितना है, इसका आप रेशियो निकालो टू मेक द कैलकुलेशन इजियर. 1:12 ही होता है. सो स्पीड्स का जो रेशियो होता है 1:12 होता है दोनों हैंड्स का. तो डिस्टेंस का भी मतलब 1:12 ही करना है, पर हर बार जरूरी थोड़ी है 1:12 मतलब 1 ही गिवन है. 1 की जगह अगर 10 गिवन है तो 12 will become 120. Whatever change you will make in one side, the same change you're supposed to make on the other side. That's what we mean by directly proportional. ठीक है. SIAB के लिए 37 भी चलेगा, राइट. अंशुमन 35 to 38 आ रहा है, इट्स गुड, बट आई वुड सजेस्ट कि थोड़ा ट्राई करो, तुक्का नहीं मारना. Try to reach to 40, because if you reach 40 in the actual exam, you will do definitely better. Okay. हाँ क्षितिज, वो she meant कि she will select LRs first and do. मतलब you look at a question, अच्छा RC हटाओ, अच्छा पैराजम्बल्स हटाओ, no पैराजम्बल्स नहीं, ग्रामर हटाओ. So she will only solve the LRs first. Is it written in every card that to reach letters by 12? Is it comes to reach by 12? Jessuman, my approach is whenever the exam starts, 45 minutes to 1 hour before the exam starts, I should be at the center standing in the queue. ये टारगेट लेके हमेशा चलना चाहिए. कुछ some people they get very weary and uncomfortable if they exam pressure और वो सब की 1 घंटे 2 घंटे पहले पहुंच के डर लग रहा है. तो फॉर देम डोंट रीच 2 hours अर्ली, रीच अराउंड 1 hour. 1 घंटे पहले एग्जाम शुरू होने से पहुंचोगे, इट इज गुड इनफ, बिकॉज नो मैटर विच एग्जाम इट इज, दे विल नॉट क्लोज द गेट हाफ एन आवर से के पहले. सो एग्जाम स्टार्ट्स एट लेट्स से 8 o'clock एग्जाम शुरू हो रहा है, तो 8:30 से पहले गेट क्लोज नहीं करते, कोई भी एग्जाम हो जाए. 8:30 इज जनरली हाफ एन आवर बिफोर द एग्जाम स्टार्ट्स इज द टाइम. SAB Pure and MS Mumbai for MBA in Finance. Pulkit, I'll go for NMIMS. You get a raw score after exam is SNAP like that. No, Nihar, you won't. That is NMAT is taken by GMAC. तो GMAC में ये है, उसके जो भी एग्जाम्स लिखोगे, right after the exam is done, you will get your score. Other exams you will never. Is the cutoff for SAB and Pune same for non-engineers also? हाँ दिव्या, almost the same. Sims, विशाल, good college or not good college? वो तो रेफरेंशियल है ना. मेरी मम्मी अच्छी नहीं है, ठीक है. जब मैं यंग था तो मेरे को लगता था मेरे पेरेंट्स अच्छे नहीं है. दैट वाज अ कंपैरिजन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू माय फ्रेंड्स पेरेंट्स. पर दुनिया में बाकी पेरेंट्स देख के तो लगता है कभी कभी कि मेरे पेरेंट्स तो बेस्ट है. सो इट्स रेफरेंशियल. सो सिम्स इज अ गुड कॉलेज. कंपैरिजन टू व्हाट? Which college? Sims is very bad when I compare it with FMS. It may be very good when I compare it with राजस्थान का कोई कॉलेज, या यूपी का कोई कॉलेज, या कर्नाटका का कोई कॉलेज, है ना? आंसर कर दो भाई। आंसर आंसर। लास्ट क्वेश्चन है, आंसर। Types available for toggle between the sections during exam, right Sai? 3 sections है ना, तो section, how will you know there are 3 sections? It's not about 3 sections are going, I mean there are 3 different types of questions that are going to be jumbled up. ठीक है, वो चैट में चल रहा है, मैंने देखा। There are going to be 3 sections, वो आप different topics के different sections है। C, SIBMS, SMS, SIMS. Vishal, I'll prefer SIBM Bangalore over SIMS. SIMS, I know it is generally for students whose parents were in defense, या जिनका डिफेंस का कोटा है उनके लिए एप्लीकेबल होता है, पर SIBM बैंगलोर के कंपैरिजन में तो नहीं उस लेवल का SIMS। यस सायक SIMS में केवल डिफेंस वाला जाता है। सुमित थोड़ा सा और ऊपर जाओ, 35 प्लस की जगह पे 40 चले जाओ, 38 to 40 चले जाओ। ओके चलो, लेट्स सॉल्व दिस। Most of you have answered B as the B option. So 4 boys and 4 girls are sitting around a circular table. So there are 8 people who are going to sit around the circular table. Do we have some shapes to draw? Unfortunately, no. So freehand circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 girls and 2 boys are not facing the center, as in half of them are not facing the center. No 3 girls are sitting together. बोले तो 2 तो साथ बैठ सकती हैं, 3 नहीं बैठ सकती। Okay. Z is second to the left of you, who is not near to Y. So we can start with Z is second to the left of you. So let's say U is here, right? And female, I'm going to, use circle for them, and for boys I'm going to use rectangle for them. So U is a girl, and Z is second to the left of you, second to the left, first second to the left of you. This is my assumption that U is facing inwards. If this doesn't work out, I'll have to go with the second scenario. शुरू करूंगा जब U बाहर दिख रही होगी. Now Z is a boy. U is not near to Y, so Y is somewhere else. Y is at one of these 4 positions. S is third to the left of V, and one of them is not facing the center. अच्छा, मेरे को इधर से शुरू करना चाहिए था ना, because center वेंटर का भी तो लोचा है. I should have started with the third statement. Bad. So we have a Y who is facing the center, and X is third to the right of Y, first, second, third. This is where X is, and X is a boy, Y is a girl. No, Y is also a boy. T and W are facing each other. नहीं, X और Y कहीं और है. T and W are facing each other. They're diametrically opposite. They both must be facing inwards. And both are not near to y and v. So y के नजदीक नहीं है and v के नजदीक नहीं है. The only possibility that t and w should be over here. है ना? T and W, they are going to be facing towards each other because y के बाजू में नहीं होना है. It means the only diametrical is this. And both are not near to y and v. So T is a girl, W is a boy. So where should V be? V can only take this place. And also, since two boys are already facing inwards, that means X should be facing outwards. We have no idea about V facing in which direction. So we're done with this statement also. Next is S is third to the left of V. If this is V, and if we go and sit in V's position, so third to the left, this is where S is going to be. If V is facing outwards, this is where S is going to be, right? And one of them is not facing the center. So suppose if I say S is facing the center, so S is a female, that will work out. And V is a female, she may point outside, ये भी चलेगा, दोनों work कर रहा है. So S and V का ये वाला order is not going to help. Okay, Z is second to the left of U. Z is second to the left of U, who is not near to Y. So the only place U can be here is here, right? And Z is second to the left. So second to the left में तो यही position बनता है, उधर से तो आ नहीं सकते. Now since Z is to the left of U, that means U should be pointing upwards, outside मतलब. So we have one female facing inwards, one female facing outwards. Z is a boy, and since we already have two boys facing towards the center, then Z should be facing outwards. ये भी हो गया. Who else is left? We have X, Y, Z, W, S बच गया. So S automatically इधर आ जाएगा. Where is that statement? S is third to the left of V. V का left अगर करना है तो V has to be facing inwards. So we have four people facing inwards, and then we have four people facing outwards. Alternatively, they are facing inwards, outwards, inward, outwards. S is a female. ठीक है, चलो ये fill हो गया. How many people are sitting between U and S? Counted clockwise from S. So S से clockwise में अगर जाएंगे तो S and U के बीच में how many people do we see? So we see 1, 2, 3. So we see 3 people. 3 is the answer. Underestimated in 30 Nagpur, Simpos is good, sir. SIBM Nagpur. ठीक है Varun, it's okay. How does all this bidirectional? Anushka, I just solved it. थोड़ा सा hit and trial चलना चाहिए. You will have to remember and recall a lot of conditions simultaneously with every point. No, 3 girls can't be sitting together. Did I make 3 girls sitting together? Okay. Yes, we do have 3 girls sitting together. That means our assumption that Y is facing inwards नहीं, Y तो inwards ही है. X is third to the right of Y. Okay, why is this condition? हमने तो fixed चीज से शुरू किया था. We started with this. X is third to the right of Y and Y is facing the center. ये तो fix है, इसमें तो कुछ change नहीं कर सकते. Next it says T and W are facing towards each other and both are not near to Y and V. So Y and V के नजदीक नहीं होना है, तो T and W, they can only take these two positions. They are facing inwards and we should be over here. So Y is fixed, X is fixed, not the direction. Y का direction fix हो गया. T and W are fixed और इसका direction हो गया. अच्छा, T and W they are diametrically opposite, तो इनको interchange कर देते हैं ना. That's what. So we will say that W is over here and T is over here. अब ठीक है? हाँ, change T and W. So that was the only condition. Answer will anyways remain same. Okay. So that was the last question. So tomorrow, don't forget to join us for first impression and the detailed analysis of SNAP exam. Okay, Mr. Srinivas is going to take this session, and maybe Gautam Baba will also join. So please be sure that you attend this. Okay, and before this, for tomorrow, just like you guys, I'm assuming that not almost, as in each one of you has written CAT. तो डे वैसे ही चलने वाला है. कैट से पहले तो शायद इतना प्रैक्टिस भी नहीं कर रहे थे, राइट? अभी तो स्नैप है तो चलो कर रहे. तो व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू इज यू आर गोइंग टू स्लीप प्रॉपर्ली, डोंट टेक टेंशन. जितना डरना था वो सब कैट में हो चुका है. नाउ यू आर गोइंग टू गेट यूज टू थिंग्स. अभी स्नैप हो जाएगा, फिर IFT हो जाएगा. दैट तक तो एकदम ढीठ हो चुके हो गया, फर्क ही नहीं पड़ा. घर वालों को लगेगा कि भी नहीं कि एग्जाम्स के लिए इतनी प्रिपरेशन कर रहे थे, है ना? दैट्स द गुड थिंग, दैट यू शुड नॉट टेक दैट टेंशन. पर इतना टेंशन भी नहीं लेना है कि चिल मार लिया, तैयारी भी नहीं कर रहा. डोंट डू दैट. ठीक है? सो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी अ गुड एग्जाम. ठीक है, उसके लिए प्रिपरेशन हो जाएगी. टुमारो रीच द सेंटर एटलीस्ट एन आवर बिफोर, नॉट मोर देन दैट, नॉट लेस देन दैट. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं कि लास्ट 40 मिनट से पहुंच रहे, फिर हड़बड़ी हो जाती है एग्जाम में, फिर धक धक होता है. एंड एवरीथिंग एल्स, आई थिंक यस्टरडे गौतम बाबा टुक अ स्पेशल सेशन ऑन स्नैप में क्या क्या फॉलो करना है, एडमिट कार्ड लेके जाना है, नहीं लेके जाना है, सब वो करा हुआ है गौतम बाबा ने कल. इन केस यू गाइज हैव मिस्ड इट, प्लीज लुक इनटू आवर चैनल्स. यस्टरडे सेशन, GB has taken a session on this, right? He has discussed everything, all the same queries, everything. Okay, cut off क्या रहना है, क्या करना है, कट ऑफ वगैरह तो मैंने भी डिस्कस करा है. सो गो टू आवर चैनल वीडियो लिस्ट and search for symbiosis colleges. I took a separate session for each of the colleges. What are the cutoffs, admission procedure क्या है, सब डिस्कस करा है. ठीक है? Varun, I am not appearing for IFT. I am going to appear for ZAT. So ZAT का analysis होगा तो I will be there. We will discuss again. Okay, thank you everyone. Good luck. अच्छे से एग्जाम देना, रॉकेट की तरह. रॉकेट की तरह समझ रहे हो ना? मैं बोल नहीं सकता यूट्यूब पे. समझ रहे हो ना? वैसे उड़ना है. कारण कुछ हुआ है तो वैसे जल्दी 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 जल्दी, एंड तुक्के नहीं. इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू सॉल्व अ पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, मैक्स 1 मिनट, लिव इट. हाँ, इफ यू आर एबल टू एलिमिनेट 2 ऑप्शंस आउट ऑफ 4 बिकॉज ऑफ सम लॉजिक और सम ट्रिक, तो बाकी 2 में मैं अपने तरफ से बोल रहा हूँ कि 1-2 क्वेश्चन में मार लेना तुक्का. 50% प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ गेटिंग इट करेक्ट इज बेटर देन 25%, राइट? ओके, चलो, टेक केयर, बाय बाय.